Set up. All right. Good swallow, everyone. Thank you for being here today. If you're watching it later, thank you for being here now, then, wherever, whenever. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. Memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'd often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'd often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more. So it's Ellen Gustafson's birthday, and I have a stack of requests in her honor. That was one of them, actually. With love from Jill Swellville. But I have an agenda of my own as well. Go away from my window and leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone never weak, but always strong to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door. Well, it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I would only let you down. Well, you say you're looking for someone who will promise never to part, someone to close his eyes for you, someone to close his heart, someone who will die for you and more. Well, it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. Well, it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. So go melt back into the night, babe. Everything inside is made of stone. There's nothing in here moving, and anyway, I'm not alone. You say you're looking for someone who'll pick you up each time you fall, to gather flowers constantly and to come each time you call. A lover for your life and nothing more. It ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me That popped up on my brain radio this morning, and I realized I knew that song, so here we go. Now back to celebrating Elvin's birthday. There's one more I got to dig out of here. There it is. This is also in honor of Ellen G's birthday. If you're down and trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing, oh, nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking at your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. Don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? You got a friend. So there's a photo in the paper today of the Speaker of the House of Representatives taking a pause in the proceedings of running the country to pray to his Christian God in front of all of the rest of us, whether we liked it or not. Well, that ain't it. This is it. Such a lovely planet. Wonder how it came to be. Was it chaos or creation? Was it God or entropy? Now the spirit may be sleeping, but it dwells in every heart. I put my faith in nature, of which we are a part. There are many here among us who believe this world is theirs, and when it's beaten and depleted, they will rise into the air, and the ones who don't believe them face a dark eternal grave. No one knows, but they are certain. Save us from the same. I put my faith in nature, what I hear and smell and see, until I meet that higher power. I'll do what makes sense to me. And if what I would call a good life is what you would call depraved, give me freedom from religion. Save us from the same. I honor your tradition, and I insist you honor mine. In a world with any justice, blasphemy is not a crime. You believe what you believe in. I respect your wish to pray. But if you try to make me join you, I'll resist you all the way. I'm not saying I know better, I'm just saying we don't know, till the day we get an answer. I go where my heart says go. It's a narrow-minded Jesus I see reflected in your eye. He was all about compassion. If he knew you, he would cry. I put my faith in nature, what I hear and smell and see, until I meet that higher power. I'll do what makes sense to me. And if what I would call a good life is what you must call depraved, give me freedom from religion. Save us from the same. Save us from the same. I keep hoping that song will become obsolete. This is Jesse's request for Ellen's birthday. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forests to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. California to the New York Island, to the redwood forest, to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. The sun came shining and I was strolling, the wheat fields raving and the dust clouds rolling. As the fog was lifting, a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forests to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking, I saw a sign there, and on that sign it said, no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forests to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. God damn it. God of theirs. You fucker. Also, oddly enough, Jesse requested this today. On his list of Happy Birthday Ellen songs. I gotta use the capo here again. Let's see. It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. Don't matter anyhow. And it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. Well, it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. That light I never know. Well, it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish there was something you could do or say to try to make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Well, it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never did before. Yeah, it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal. I can't hear you anymore. I'm thinking and wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child, I'm told I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. I'm going down this road feeling bad, babe. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. But goodbye is too good a word, yeah. So I just say fairly well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. Could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't twice, it's alright. I really didn't see any way to get out of that one. It was too big to control. This is another birthday request. This is from Jill. Sorry, I'm taking them in random sequence in between my rants and raves. It's just that kind of day. Earlier today, I've been working on a project for several months now called Aging Gratefully. It's a book of photos by a gentleman named Bill Lemke, who lives in Wisconsin, and he photographed deadheads in the parking lot at Alpine Valley in 1988 and 89. And in recent years, he's been photographing those people again. So we have these before and after, or then and now photos of deadheads in their deadhead regalia, you know, and as they are today. And I signed on to do the text for this book. And I've been interviewing all the people in those photos. It's been an absolutely splendid experience all the way, and I'm so proud of what the book is going to be. It's a lovely document of the culture that I've been steeped in all these years. And one of my favorite interviews out of the whole thing was a pair of women who were twins, and they were photographed together in the tent out there in the 80s, and there was just this incredible buoyancy and joy to their photo. And when I interviewed them, they were together. They lived near each other, and so they got together in the home of one of them and did the interview together. And it was just an amazing, intensely wonderful experience. And I was sort of choked up a few times during the thing, just because it just so much love was coming out of there. And the overall, one of the overall things I'm getting from this experience of talking to these people is how much creativity the Grateful Dead inspired in other people. I'm one of them, so here I am. And Bill Lemke is one of them who took the photos, and all these people in these pictures, the stories are so wonderful, and they've made such interesting lives for themselves after spending some of it having an adventure with the Grateful Dead. Anyway, this is by request from Jill for Ellen. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're out on the roof and kicked off the moss. And a few of the verses, they've got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. See, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. and you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I forgot to tell you the whole story. The reason I mentioned the photograph of Paula and Pamela is that we saw them this morning. They came to Bill and Carmen's house in Wisconsin for the follow-up photograph. I have this photo of them as teenagers, and as of today, we have a new photo of the two of them, Pamela and Paula, whose last names I have forgotten at the moment. Photographed again, and I just wanted to be part of it, so they got me on a Zoom, and I got to watch the photo shoot, and it was just really sweet to see them, and Rita got to meet them over the Zoom. It was just a lovely morning, and just a great little shot of joy to start the day. And the book is, the Kickstarter has passed its goal. We're now accumulating extra pre-orders, and you should join that as well if you can. Go to Kickstarter and search for Aging Gratefully. Pre-order a book. Anyhow, it was a really lovely way to start a day. Okay, all of the birthday requests have been done. I hope you're having a great birthday, Ellen. Now I have to think of something else to play for the rest of this hour. There were days, there were days, there were days between. Summer flies and August dies, and the world grows dark and mean. Comes the shimmer of the moon on black infested trees. The singing man is at his song. The holy on their knees. The reckless are Iraqi. The timidly dare plead. No one knows much more of this than anyone can see. One can see. There were days, there were days, there were days besides, when phantom ships with phantom sails set to sea on phantom tides. Comes the lightning of the sun on bright unfocused eyes. The blue of yet another day, a springtime wet with sighs, a hopeful candle lingers in the land of lullaby. Headless horsemen vanish, with wild and lonely cries, lonely cries. but all we ever wanted was to learn and love and grow. Once we grew into our shoes, told them where to go, walked halfway around the world on promise of a glow. Stood upon a mountain top, walked barefoot through the snow, gave the best we had to give. How much we'll never know, never know. I'm more out of tune than I was before I tuned. Stand by a second. There were days, there were days, there were days between. Polished like a golden bowl, finest ever seen. Hearts of summer held in trust, still tender, young and green. Left on shelves collecting dust, not knowing what they mean. Valentines of flesh and blood, soft as velveteen, hoping love will not forsake the days that lie between, lie between. We came there in the morning, stood by at the riverside, where a truth flowed from the hand of Brother John. He closed his eyes and held his breath, then listened for the word, and a new man made the song to carry on. I was born to be the minstrel, to sing in the streets alone, to plant the seeds of change and then move on, never see them grow. Son of a fisherman, he sailed the city streets, catching the life his father never dreamed, singing like a blind man and listening with his eyes. His fingers wove the tale of what he'd seen. I was born to be the minstrel, to sing in the streets alone, to plant the seeds of change and then move on, never see them grow. Sang for pennies, not for princes, in the alleys of the man, and what he said wasn't wrong, and what he thought wasn't bad. Looked for him last Saturday. I was downtown with a friend of mine. We checked his favorite spots, but he was gone. I closed my eyes and followed him back to that river scene. Sang what I remembered of his song. I was born to be the minstrel, to sing in the streets alone, to plant the seeds of change and move on, never see them grow. Never see them grow. Thank you for being part of it today, everybody. I will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock California time. Please visit perfectible.net and hit that tip jar if you like what you heard, or buy a book or a CD or two. And I appreciate your support in every form it takes.